everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Just wanted to talk about the meetup groups, the one specifically last night, catering to a variety of people. Okay, so let's talk about my meetups, the history of it, and where we're at, where we're going, what we've got, blah, 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 and what created this video. First of all, for those that don't know, I have a set of meetup groups. The first one's called Quant Finance, been running that for quite the while. At this one since, well, I don't know, 2011, right there. All right, so there's the other Facebook book group, excuse me, Toronto Forex Traders Group as well. This one I just took over a few months ago in February, I believe. And we had this meetup last night. Now, some commentary which is very valid, and I'm making this video for everybody involved and how I do things and have done things. Let me just rewind, or actually let me just talk about some of the queries on this. Can we, now this is from my one last night of yesterday, July 10th. Frank V, can we not have a retail Forex trading night that talks about broker trading, broker platforms in general, good major crossover pairs for beginners, good strategies for weekly trading, reliably consistent chart patterns, reliable chart indicators? Can we have a meetup that isn't a broker solicitation? Well, we don't have broker solicitations. We talk about brokers, but none of us work for brokers, and if they did, we wouldn't have them. I've been approached by Questrade to be in their space, and I said, no way, because I don't want to be affiliated with them. So that's my view of that. Some of the other comments regarding met great, enthusiastic people. This person drove 2 hours for this meetup, which I was really appreciative of and shows his dedication. And here we're getting some criticisms. Okay, let's address these. From this guy, David, my first attendance, my challenge, given the meeting place, the annoying background music is I can only converse with a person next to me across the table. Now, we do that for a variety of reasons. Okay, so let's talk about his goals. I'll address this each point. I'm interested in hearing from the guys at the other end of the table, and this is not possible. I know there was an agenda last night. We don't do agendas. We just do everything's social. Just you meet people in one set of group, another. I'll talk about why we do this. I know there was an agenda last night, but I didn't hear it personally. I'd rather sit in a rented room in a library where everyone has a chance to chat and hear the people can present or talk the entire group. This setup doesn't work well for me, and I think the food and service is average at best. I'd rather pay $50 to sit at a suggested room and learn something. It's a content discussion I'm there for. Okay, that's very valid. When we started the Quant Finance group, this one, we did exactly that. You can go all the way back to our very first meetup, 237 meetups later, right? So we've done that. It doesn't work because here's the problem. We were supposed to have nine people that were set up to come, and I don't know how many, 15. So we were probably in the neighborhood of probably 25 to 30 people in total between the two groups. 15 showed, so that's only 50% showing. That's problem number one. When you say you want to have a paid attendance, not many people will go for it. I know that from experience. We've done it in a library. It's a money loser for me. It becomes a real pain to deal with. I am here to do social now, not do formal teaching. If I did, I'd have to have the effort and time put in, be compensated. And on the other hand, a lot of the people that come out are not repeats, and there's probably a variety of reasons why. That's why I'm making this video. So what I've done in the last few years, as I said, it becomes a money loser for me, big time, and I prefer to just keep it the way it is by doing it in a restaurant and the way it is. You meet people, and there's never an agenda. It's just what we call a social din-din. That's it. And that may work for some, may not work for others. We've done it now. When I took over this group back in, I believe in April, was the first meetup. and this is probably the first real kind of commentary like this since April. But okay, so hopefully that'll explain it. But I'm going to show you what we do outside of the meetup. Now, to do what you're looking for, formal settings and so on and so forth. People have been doing it for years. They don't do it anymore because it becomes I guess a time waster for them. I know some guys that don't do it as much. It's not a lot of the people that come out mean well, but it's difficult to sustain over the years. But I've been sustaining my group for a while because of this setup, and it works well, and people do come out. Now, as I said, just hold on and I'll give you what we do. All right, so I'm going to go back to the previous comment from that Frank, and then, okay, so hopefully I explained some of the rationale, and I'm going to tell you how we do it. Good and paid David, I too would like a setting where each trader should share what she or he is doing with the group with the goal in mind of members helping members. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about in a bit, and I agree with that. What works, what doesn't, education, good and bad, current struggles, and maybe someone in the group has a solution to help others, sharing the next step. Other members in the group usually have the same questions. Many traders are helped simultaneously. Regards, Serge. Okay, let's go over the first set of commentary here. Now, okay, so if you see here, actually I haven't updated this group. Here are on my quant finance, you'll see my business, quantlabs.net, which is a sponsor. Maybe I should add the sponsor here. Yeah, I'll just add a sponsor. Anyways, this is what we did. It's probably my fault for not really pushing it or promoting it, but I don't want to turn this into a pitch fest for my business or any other. But let's address what I have available for everybody that wants to come out. Okay, now for those that don't know, broker platforms in general, that's a given. If you come to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/user/quantlabs or just quantlabs, you'll notice here I've got over 1,500 videos. Now, I've been doing this since day one, the last 6-7 years. Now, if you look in my playlist, actually, what you'll notice here is I've broken out all the different data brokers, Forex brokers. Now, the ones pertaining to Forex will be using Dukas Copy, so I have a playlist for that, and my data is IQ Feed. So I do have those available, and you can see here I've got 30 videos in IQ Feed, walking you through the tools, how it works, my thoughts on it, blah, blah, blah. Same with Dukas Copy using JForex, but specifically in this channel, you will also find lots of reviews. Here is one video that seems to be doing quite well. It's 50 minutes. Brutally honest options of Forex trading, LMAX, Oanda, FXCM, Dukas Copy, interactive brokers. So I do these kind of reviews. I do have lots of commentary there, so people are very welcome to go in there and add anything they want within this video. So I have that. I also have another video, Oanda video, why I suggest LMAX or Dukas Copy over somebody like Oanda. So coming back to this comment, where am I? Okay, so back to this. So I do talk about the brokers, good major crossover pairs for beginners. Okay, now this is where it gets into the paid stuff. Again, I don't mind sharing this. If you want or don't want to be part of it, that's up to you. But I do this as commercial. This is what I do as a business. Here we have the most volatile currency pairs. As an example, this is a monthly fee to get access to this sort of data. We put up these videos, most volatile for today, July 11th. Here's the ranking of this file Basically, it's an Excel file, or sorry, a CSV file, which enables you to load it into your Excel. So my case right here. So in this case, just as an example, what we do online. This is not in person. So we have 39 pairs, and we talk about the most volatile. Okay, doing different types of analysis. So we already do that. You just don't know about it. Number 2, good strategies for weekly trading. We talk about that too. We've got analysis. Reliably consistent charting patterns. We do that too. Reliable charting indicators. We do that too as part of the service, as well as if you go into the YouTube channel, you'll find all kinds of stuff, but I'm sure you'll probably be overwhelmed by it. But if you search for specific things, you'll definitely find stuff. Also, my blog, quantlabs.net/blog. If you do searches for, I don't know, just as an indicator, RSI, you've got lots of articles and postings on these things. If I want to do Bollinger, whatever else, okay? So we've got all that. This is all about, as I said, we've got Bollinger and whatever chart topics you're looking for, indicators. It's all there. It's just a matter of finding it. Now, don't let me be the one to teach you stuff because I have other resources. Now, I'm going to show them. Now, we say here, can we have a meetup that just isn't a broker platform solicitation? I don't know what that means. I've never done a broker solicitation at all. The only one I work with, and that's just me, is Duca's Copy. But we have done topics on brokers before, and I'm going to show you how we do it. But let's go back to the previous other comments. Hopefully I'll answer that main concern in the next bunch of questions here. Okay, thanks for arranging my first attendant. My challenge, given the, did we go over this? I'm interested in hearing from the guys at other tables. So I've addressed a lot of this. I think the food is, okay. So addressing with search, I would too like a setting where each trader could share what he or she is doing with the group, and with the goal in mind, members helping members. Okay, now I want to show you what I'm hoping that I'm trying to do here. Everything I'm doing is online. There's 2 challenges here. If I do it in person, if I do it in the west end of the city of Toronto, people are going to complain about it's too far. Or if I do it on the subway line, it's not convenient for this day. If I do it on the subway in a professional setting, in a room which will cost maybe $500-600 or even $300 to rent, I can guarantee you there will not be enough people willing to pay for that rate. I've tried it, doesn't work. I've had people offer space, that doesn't work. I've had people offer me space in condos. It kind of doesn't work, it's just too complicated. That's why I do it online. Plus I don't have the time to go around and go through all this stuff. I'm not in the business of being an event planner. I'm more of a person that just likes to trade and show what I'm doing. That's all I do. So I do everything online. So this is where the problem comes into play. Historically, we have done meetup events online and promote them through meetup.com because we had, again, a so-called member, whine about it back to Meetup. We lost the Meetup group due to that, and there was no real warning on it, and there was a lot of effort put into that group. It was about 800 people, so that group was deleted off of Meetup because of one person just whining about it. So as you can imagine, that has left a very bitter taste in my mouth regarding Meetup and how this whole notion works. But I still do my best to promote and teaching and whatever and groups on Meetup. That's the whole point of it. But the only thing that seems to work is doing these din social settings in restaurants like at Jack Astor's. Now, for anybody out there that's watching this, don't let me stop you in setting up your own group, your own Meetup group. I'd attend myself if it's decent. There is one out there that's trying really hard, and I'm going to try to work with them to get that working. Again, that's in the West End in a trading room. Hopefully that'll pan out. But again, there's going to be people not happy about it because it's like in the West End, or it's hard to get to. It's not on the subway line and blah, 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 blah. But again, that's what we're dealing with. Unless people are out there willing to spend quite a bit of money per session to make it happen, I may be interested, but to be honest, I'm not. As well, as I said, the attendance record is pretty horrid on meetups, with only, if I'm lucky, 50% saying they will show and they don't. So that's pretty frustrating in itself. Again, that's why we do it online, because whoever shows, and if they drop off, nobody cares, right? So that's why I do everything online. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So coming back to a lot of these queries, especially Serge here, I would like to talk about what he or group are doing. Okay, so let me introduce you to our groups that I don't really promote. So if you come into my website here at quantlabs.net, what I have here is, I'll just start this one. Okay, so if you come into my main site here at quantlabs.net, you can come under here under two things: events. Now you need to be on Facebook, okay? If you don't have Facebook, that's not my loss. That's over, 1/3 of the population are on now Facebook. So everything I do is on Facebook. I'm tired of fighting with spam bots and whatever on different social channels. So I do everything on on Facebook. So I have a schedule of meetups on my Facebook page for the Quant Labs net. Here, as you can see here in the URL, Facebook PG Quant Labs net events, or as I said, come under events and click this little Facebook link, and I'll take it here. These are the past events we've had. Every Monday we pretty well have had events. You can see here, these are past events from, again, today's July 11th. You can see here we've had recent ones: the 3rd of July, 26th of June, 19th of June, 12th of June. These are every Monday, and you can see the number of events we've had. Okay, so it's not like we're not doing stuff, because we are. It's just a matter of you attending, and if you do decide to attend, you can. And again, it's online, and that's just the way we do it. And those that can make it, and those that can't. We do have playbacks, but starting, I think it's as of next week, or within 2 weeks, we will no longer be making the playbacks available. They'll be part of my membership. So I'll explain that if you really want to get serious with what I do. So that's how the events work with these event schedules. Okay, only on Facebook here at this URL. Okay, now I'm just showing you some of the stuff that I deal with. Okay, so that's just one resource for the events of what we do online. Now, as I said, you don't have to drive anywhere. It's all online. You show up on a URL that we provide using zoom.us, like GoToMeeting, but better. And we talk about trading and what's going on. And we can change it. We can do it on anything we want. Just there's people that come out, but they're not engaging. This is the problem. You guys are engaging here, obviously, in this group. We want you to be there. I'm willing to participate and hold these events, but as it stands right now, online we get an audience, but they're not engaging. People don't engage, don't participate, don't show up. Things don't happen, but we still do them anyways, okay? It's not about me, it's about you guys, about a community of stuff. So with that in mind, I've got, which I really like to say we've got a group here called Quant HFT, High Frequency Trading with MATLAB, C++, Java, R, Python, C#. But if you do this lookup, I'll provide a link somewhere. You can find this group, 10,103 people at this point. And we talk about our stuff, okay? We are talking about things like a book from this guy, a quant, this thing from Rentec, James Simmons, Just some examples. Quants exploiting weaknesses in the market, algo trading, so on and so forth. Too many distractions here. Okay, so continuing along with the group, we have all these things that I put up. Not just me, it's not about me, it's about the group, and hopefully people can help each other in this group. Again, it's free, it's open, you just gotta get yourself in there, follow the simple rules, no soliciting stuff like chat rooms and just crap that make the group look bad. You will get banned. Otherwise, be free and talk all you want about anything trading, programming, and when it comes to trading and so forth. It's here, okay? All right, so there's that. Now, people go on, let me see if there's anything else I can add. Okay, I've already talked about the YouTube channel at Quant Labs. The other thing, a lot of people ask me, we've had a person, again, 3-4 times, same thing. Now, please don't ask me the same questions. I tell you, go from first base to second base. If I don't see you do any of those steps, I will not engage with you. As I said, I'm not here to do one-on-one, be your little coach, your little daddy. I'm here to facilitate a group and hopefully get people talking among themselves to help each other out. As Serge here, that's what we're about. That's why I have this group. The only way to make this successful is people engaging and participating. Beyond that, not more I can do. Again, all of these things I mentioned are free. Okay, so again, I'm going to repeat myself probably the umpteenth time about what I do, how to get started in the trading. As you can see here, I put up a lot of charts, a serious amount on my Instagram, 14,000. And I don't care about number of followers. This is not a popularity contest. I use this for a specific reason that tells me as signals that I can feed back into something else that will drive my membership human data calls. And what do I mean by that? So I look at the markets universally, be it geographically or any type of tradable asset through a broker like Dukas Copy or Interactive Brokers. Okay, so there's a variety of steps. If you want my simplest opinion, learn the Bloomberg News app. Consume it each and every day. I keep saying that more and more, and I don't care what people say about it. It works. I've done some very nice, profitable calls from this. Okay, and this is how the professionals see the markets. I don't care about cousin Johnny and his little crazy 5-minute indicator that gives him 2 minutes of profit. Okay, this is consistent profit we're after. So there is that. Okay, so knowing that, if you really want to be serious about trading and you want to be part of my other side, which is the commercial stuff, I have 2 free books available. If you come here, it's the same under my Facebook group or at this URL. I'll put up the URL for it. Just give me your name, email, and if you want phone number, you don't have to put that in. And then you will get an instant downloadable set of PDFs that will show you how to do overall algorithmic trading, automated trading, or systematic trading on top of the other book for the technical, which is basically, there's 2 books here. Let me just find. So there's 2 books, Trade Like a Boss, just how to do overall high-level automated systematic trading, as well as algo trading, the technical secrets. And again, I'm going to show you 2 products that can be used, which I'm really leveraging now, that I haven't seen anything else. It's really affordable and is money-worthy. I have no affiliation with this company or anything. Just it's a cool tool. The service is cool. I can feed, and it's fairly affordable, as well as an open source solution as well, done in Java for anybody out there. Program, but you can still set it up as an independent program to watch the markets in any country in the world. Very powerful for technical analysis. And again, you have the source code. It's a very, very powerful tool called Forex. JStock, as well as the other Microsoft Excel spreadsheet library, call it, with a bunch of worksheets in there, called XLQ. Okay, again, paid product, I have nothing to do with these. These are just tools that I like to look at and use, and they're very solid in looking at the markets. Okay, so again, if you want to know all about that, just come under here under my IQ feed playlist. Okay, simple stuff. Now, if you don't do this, I wouldn't be asking any more questions to me. There's lots of other places to go for that. I'm a person of action and people who implement stuff. You want to talk about trading, that's cool, not how to trade. We want to know what we're trading and how that's working. There's a clear difference there. But this will get you started, and then that will lead into a various email sequence series of how to survey what people are using tool-wise, what they're looking for in terms of market assets with the survey, and then it will talk about the benefits of algorithmic trading, which will eventually offer my monthly service here at my so-called quantlabs.net academy, which will basically, if you are interested, just come into product here and you can find that here. Okay, again, I don't want to turn this into a pitch fest, but this service is becoming very powerful with my calls. This is what it has: daily calls generated from this Instagram here. And what I do is I'll go and dig deeper as a human trader, looking for those calls and validating them. And some of these calls have been quite promising. And in actual fact, from the Forex side, I'll definitely be very interested in trading them. So back to France, was it Serge that had the question? These indicators and what works for Forex. Now again, this service is universal for all major asset classes. You can see here in the back end of this, in the analytics dashboard, if you ever do decide to become a member, you will get access to all these different asset classes, be it stock and equity, Forex, futures, options, and then using econometrics and some other online resources that I have to help you out. But specifically for Forex, if you go under Forex here, you'll find quite a lot of calls, and they're pretty frequent, a couple times a week. Here, I just posted today the most volatile pairs. These are the ones that you will make money with if you know how to do it. And then we also make available the actual chart, which is the one I just showed right here. And again, we've got 40 pairs that we are able to track through IQ feed, and we'll see which ones are most profitable for the time being, be it weekly view, quarterly view, 6-month view, or current view. That's intraday right here. And then those are where the profit lies. That will give you those nice daily swings if you know how to trade them, know what to look for. And that you can learn through econometrics, and that's why we have these other data points here on, go back to the dashboard, that's why we have the econometrics stuff right here, which leads into forward-looking data that will impact the markets, the Forex markets or the stock markets. A classic example I just posted right here. If I go back into the stocks and equity, I just posted this today. Why econometrics drives the markets like Friday. Basically what it was on Friday, there was a job call, more jobs added than anticipated, the markets popped. So that's just one example of how forward-looking econometrics data will become headline news that will move the markets. And that's the sort of events we want, and be able to forecast that. And yes, you can forecast those using a variety of econometric indicators, forward-looking through the Fed. And that's free resources. So we track all that, okay? And again, that will also impact the trading relationship between commodities and other products, goods and services between countries, and that will affect Forex pairs. No matter how it doesn't matter. You got to be able to explain, quantify, and qualify why price moves happen, which most retail traders can't do, but that's what we focus on. So yes, we do focus on all this stuff. It's just you ain't going to find it through this Meetup group here on the Toronto Forex group. and I try to promote that to drive people back to the resources I'm talking about here in this video. Okay, so what else can I show you here? I had some stuff. Okay, we've talked about the events that are free. We've talked about the YouTube channel. We have talked about the Facebook group. And there's a meetup group as well we've talked about, in the history, where we're at, and why, where it's at and why we're doing that, but trying to address all these people's concerns and why we're not doing that. So, one other big thing that I do, as I said in my events here, every Monday we're doing events, okay? And it's kind of like a weekly online show. And again, if you don't participate and engage, you're not leveraging what's available to you. And that was the whole intention of these Monday nights online, is to have people present their theories, present their ideas, present their historical performance, what they're using, their successes, failures, and that was the whole idea of these events. But again, people don't participate in them. Again, these happen at the same time as these meetups. We do this social one-on-one once a month. So the remaining Mondays we do the online stuff, and I'm very open to open it up to however you want. Just reach out to me. How do you do that? You can reach out to me via the mailing list I'm watching, the message board, or just message me through the Meetup. You can also get me on Twitter. You can find me here. I'm probably the only guy, but I'll give you all my info. So you just see here, see the coding junk dude, or the fish, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what more I can do beyond that. But again, if people aren't participating and engaging, this group will not become as promising as it could be, because believe me, there's a lot of BS out there, and I know it, I hear it, and we don't want to have that kind of group. Hopefully this will help you out. Please take advantage. I'll put the links in my blog, as well as in a Meetup message, and and in the actual video description as well on YouTube. All right, hopefully that'll help you out. Talk to you later.